Hello viewers, welcome to another interview segment with Somi. Today I am at Oma Sweets Cakes and Event. Join me as I interview my guests.
Hello, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon,
Yeah,
ma. Good to
welcome to
see
Oma
you.
Sweet Cakes and
Thank you
Events.
so
Nice
very
to have
much.
you. Okay, please do have a seat.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Wow, you're welcome on set, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Okoli Chioma, CEO Oma Sweet Cakes and Events, and my office is located at number 2 Udemezwe, Abakaliki, Ebonyi State.
Okay, so Oma Sweets Cakes and
Events,
Events.
yeah.
This line of business, was it actually what you wanted to do, during your school days,
No,
growing up and all that? So how come about?
no, it was never. It was
Okay.
never like during school days or growing up. I'd always wanted to do a professional job,
Okay.
like medicine or work in one of those professional places. But it's after school that you get to understand the real life, not while you're in school. So after school, I got married. I started looking for what to do. I started applying for jobs. They were not forthcoming.
Okay.
So I kept trying and trying. But at a point, I decided to just learn a skill. So that's how I found myself here. It's not like it's been a childhood passion. In fact, growing up, I didn't know anything about cakes.
Wow.
Yes, it was just when I started looking for a handwork. I now saw baking. I told the parts, and I stuck with it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So could you tell us some of your services and products?
Okay, yes. Here we do cakes, pastries, chops. We do a lot of finger foods and
Okay.
confectionaries. We also do surprises on the side.
Okay.
Yes, we do birthday surprises and all that.
Okay.
We still do so many other things that are attached to the business I cannot really remember now, but the business is just all about events, coverage.
Okay, do you offer training
Yes,
services?
of course, yes. We
Okay,
run trainings. We do training for every year, 3 batches for every year.
3 batches for every
Yes,
year.
3 batches for every year.
Okay,
First 3 months, second 3 months, and last 3 months of the year.
okay. So people come from different
Yes, people come from within
states.
town and out of town to
Oh,
train with us.
okay. Okay, so there are durations. What if someone wants to learn more than 3 months
Yes, we have
and also
interns.
intend? Okay,
Yes, we have interns.
okay,
People that stay longer than 3 months.
okay.
We get ahead. We also have people that we train on charity basis. Those ones stay for a year.
Wow.
Yes, every year I pick like 2 or 3 people. I just train them free of charge.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, could you rewind so that we can hear that
Okay, so why I said
again?
this, I also have people that I train on charity basis outside my paid students,
Wow.
IT students, and the interns. I also have students that I just employ out of charity from all these charity organizations, about 2 or 3 every year.
Wow.
I train them for a whole year.
Wow.
And some of them, when they even graduated with me, I retain them. Like I have 2 of them now that are working for me currently.
Wow.
Yes, I train them. They learned very well. I retain them, and now I'm paying them salary.
Oh, wow.
And this year I've taken another set of students on charity.
Wow, that's very, very inspiring. Is it maybe a line of Oma Sweet Cakes and Event Foundation? Are you looking in that line?
No, I've never really thought about a foundation, but it's just something I find satisfaction in doing.
Okay.
Yes, it's just something I find satisfaction. It's just like my own way of giving back to the society.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so could you take us back to your business journey? Some people will not understand the glory except they know the story. There is a story behind Oma Sweet Cakes and Events. Take us back to your business journey.
Okay. The only thing I would say is that it's never easy from the start. It's never easy, but it just takes patience and consistency.
Okay.
That is how I've gotten to where I am now. Patience and consistency. When I started the business, in fact, you rarely find good cakes. Like, the quality of cakes that we have everywhere now, it wasn't there then. So you can imagine the struggle to break through the market. Do you understand? So when I started newly, what helped me was social media mainly.
Wow. Wow.
Because people from the States, it was difficult to connect people that understood the kinds of cakes that I was doing then. So what I was using was social media.
Okay.
But then after the COVID year, I started looking into the States. And most people that were inside the States that usually go out to look for good cakes started looking into the States too, because for a very long time, people couldn't travel, people couldn't transport cakes and so many other things. You get, so that was how I now found my path with the States.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Could you tell us what was the turning point for your business? You know, some people start up a business and there's just one order, there's just one referral that turns the story all around. What was the turning point for you?
Well, I can't tell this my story without giving thanks to one lady called Abby Amanda.
Wow.
She might not even know that I hold her this dear, because we don't really talk, we don't call, but every day of my business life, I'm grateful for Abby Amanda. She gave me so much publicity.
Wow.
Just one post on Facebook.
Wow.
Just one post on Facebook. I made a cake for her mom, a pot cake, like a pot of rice, pot of stew. I repeated that cake for her mom 2 times in 2 years.
Wow.
She made a post the first year, she made a post the second year. After she made a post about that cake, I repeated that cake more than 15 times.
Wow.
So many
more than 15 times.
So many
Amazing.
people from different states in Nigeria were calling me. I was waving that cake on a daily basis, almost on a daily basis. I was sending cakes to Abuja, Benin. I even sent a cake to Kaduna, I think, one of those northern states. Somebody had to pick up from Abuja to now send to that particular state. So it was Abby Amanda that gave me the publicity, so much publicity that I have. Even people from Ebonyi through Abby's post started noticing me in the business. So I will always and forever be grateful to Abby. Always and forever. That was the turning point for my business.
Okay, so what made you to delve into the academy? You know, you started with the cakes, you know, and what made you to delve into the academy,
into training?
Into the training, yes.
Okay, no, from the beginning, I've always trained students from the beginning of this business.
Okay.
I started this baking from home.
Okay.
What pushed me to get a store outside my home was because I started having students' interest.
Okay.
And I just looked at my house then, it wasn't convenient. So I decided to get a space outside. In fact, the very first day I opened my shop with a new student.
Wow.
Yes, that was how I started. So from the onset, I had always wanted to be like my madam. You get. So I know how students used to come and go. So in the line of the business that I wanted to do, I started off with training cakes and chops. Okay. So training has always been a part of the business from the beginning.
Okay.
And so far I've trained a lot of persons. If I can count, more than 300 women.
Wow, more than 300 women have
more than 300 women, because
by Oma Cakes.
Every year, every session, I take about 15 persons. So if you count 15 persons by 3 times in a year, minus the charity people and the extra people that come later, that's like 45 persons in a year, minus those other ones. And I've done that for 7 years.
Wow, for 7 years.
I've done that for 7 years now. Amazing. So there are a lot and they are all doing well, and I'm happy.
Oh wow. When you are creating designs and all that, there are some spectacular one, like you made it for maybe a wedding or a birthday, that you just like, oh, this design is just, as in, you were just so proud of yourself. And yeah.
Okay, about design inspirations, I don't know, sometimes I draw inspiration from bringing like different jobs together.
Okay.
I might have seen this cake and I'm, wow, this cake is so cute, and I would like to replicate it. And then I might have seen like 3 other cakes I admire like that. I can bring the 3 of them together, pick this, pick this, pick this, pick that, and make my own. You get. And then sometimes when I do extraordinary designs, I always do them as a form of adverts.
Okay.
Because even as big as the business is, I still do advertisements, because I know I haven't gotten to where I am going to. So most times I do some very other challenging jobs. Even when the customer does not request, I would suggest it to the customer. Yes, simply because I want to test my craft, my art and craft with the job, and also I want to do it as a form of advert for the business. Yes, so that's how design inspirations come. It's kind of like a challenge. It's always like a challenge to me. Yes, so
Could you tell us some of the major occasions that you've represented your cakes? That is some people that you've made cakes for, some prominent people or something.
I've made cakes for a lot of persons, a lot of top people. Yes, I know I have a lot of regular people that I've done cakes for. But speaking about top people, I've made cakes for a lot of, even the present governor when he was the Speaker House of Assembly. I was more like the family baker. Yes, I do his cakes, his wife cakes, surprises, everything. When the past government was in the government, I used to make his cakes too. Even this present government, his last birthday, I still made a cake for him. So there are still so many other top politicians in town that I wouldn't really want to mention their names that I also work for. And then outside the state, Anambra is more like a base for me. I have a lot of clients, top people that I sometimes even have to carry their case all the way from Abakaliki to Anambra for them. Yes, on several occasions.
So what advice do you have for an upcoming baker? You talked about wanting to be like your madam. So because some people, they just like have a passion in baking. I can use YouTube and learn. What advice do you have for someone that is an upcoming baker?
The only thing I would tell anybody that is inspiring to succeed in the baking industry is number one, consistency. Number two, patience. And number three, always have the drive for growth. I always tell people, when you have passion for growth, you keep building yourself. Do you understand? It doesn't happen like magic. Yes, I know there is God and there is grace, but by human hands, it doesn't happen by magic. It takes steps. You can't just wake up and start working. You can't just be born today and tomorrow you are on a process. There's always a process. It took me 7 years to be where I am now. And I know that in the next 7 years, I'm going to be in a far better place. And I understand growth because I went through every step of growth in this business. So all I'm saying to anybody out there that is inspiring to progress in this business, take it little by little. Don't rush. Don't rush. And then be consistent. And also have passion for learning. Yearn to learn. As old as I am in the business, I still pay for trainings. I still go for training. I still have trainings that I still want to go to. Yes, I have aspired to be like my madam. I am this big, but I've not still gotten there. I know the varieties of things that she still does that I cannot even do, even right now. Do you understand? So it just takes a process of perfection. Go for training. If you don't know how to do this, go for training. Invest in yourself. Anything you've paid money to learn is something that you're gifting to yourself. It's like a talent, a gift you're gifting to yourself that will help you grow, make sales, and earn a lot of money from the business. There's nothing like confidence in what you're doing. No matter what it is you're doing, there's nothing like confidence. There's nothing like, oh, I went for this training, I learned this thing, the job came and I did it perfectly. Don't guess. Don't do second guessing. Learn it and know it. That is how you grow. Do you understand?
So over the years, how have you been able to, build that confidence and trust? Some people don't really know this aspect. They feel, okay, this person makes good cakes and that's why this person is, but there's something about having a good customer relationship, building trust and confidence, delivering exactly not what I want that versus what I got, and some people they'll just go and copy somebody's this and then put it somebody other, they can't do it. So what do you have to say about that?
The only thing I would just say is just be a good person. If you're a good person, people will like you. Even when you make mistakes, people will forgive you and they'll still patronize you. This is my story.
Okay.
Do you get? Just be a nice person, be open to corrections, because customers don't like people that when they tell them, okay, this cake was supposed to be pink, why did you make it blue? And then you're arguing that don't give the customer what you give them what they want. And then when you know you've done it wrongly, apologize, ask for how to make amends. That way the customer will still come back to you, because they know that, okay, this person understands me. Because there are some customers that are troublesome and they know they are troublesome. But the moment they come to you and they see that you know how to manage them, they'll keep coming back. I've had experience in this business, so I can tell you. There are customers that are unbelievable. In fact, both of you will quarrel, shout, you will do everything. But tomorrow, they will find you, because it's not everybody that can manage them.
Exactly.
In other words, be patient and very understanding with people. When a customer tells you that, oh, Oma, this cake you did, I don't like it, ask the person, how do we make it right? Do you get?
Exactly.
How do we make it right? And then if you on your own part, you feel like, in fact, you can never, if your customer is not satisfied, she's not satisfied, there's nothing you can do about it. Just make amends. That's the only way people can trust you. And another thing that can make people trust a business is when there are a lot of persons are speaking good about the business. You should have known how you've presented your business in such a way that people picked interest, they came, they saw, and they stuck with you. And they're able to convince people that, okay, this person is good. There's one thing business people don't know. Yes, you chase customer, your customers does more of the chasing customers for you than you do. Like I'm sitting here now, somebody will call me on the phone and say, okay, I got your number from this person. That customer has marketed you even in your absence. Do you understand? If you're not nice to that customer, they will not be bold enough to tell people that, okay, this brand is good, go there. And when a customer is telling somebody that you're good, means they have confidence in you already, that, oh, it's someone that can give you this thing. So it depends on your personal relationship with customers. How you're able to handle your customers is what will make them keep coming back to you. It's just as simple as that.
That, you talked about you being a home baker before you got a shop.
Store,
yeah. So what will you have to say to someone that wants to delve into this but doesn't want to start, at home, waiting for that big money to open a shop? They say, no, I don't want to start at home first. I want to get a shop before I start. And it's 1 year past, 2 years. What advice do you have for such a person?
Please just start. Anyhow you want to start. Don't wait for anything. Time is of essence. I always tell people, time is of every minute that passes. If you're sitting idle, you've lost something. Every single minute that passes you by, if you've not used it to do something important, you've lost that time. So instead of sitting down and waiting for money that you're not even sure is going to come, find the little money you have and start little. I started very small. In fact, I started with less than 10,000 naira.
Wow.
I just baked in my house. My friend came, she taught me how they normally do. We mixed, we baked, put in the oven, it came out. And I was like, so mixing this thing now, it has come out as cake. It was interesting to me. So from there, I started trying to know how to make it more beautiful instead of leaving it naked. That was how I started. Now, what I used to do is, every time I bake a new recipe, I will call family and friends, send them small parts of the cake. Taste this cake for me, tell me how it is. Then the reviews that will come back will now tell me if to continue with that recipe or to just leave it and find another one. You get? So if you have passion for this business, even if it's small money that you have, start somewhere. Start telling people, oh, I can do this, or I can do this. Or one day, somebody will remember you. Oh, I know this woman that normally tells me that she does cake, so she does cake. Let's go to her place and see. You get? That's how it starts.
Okay, so are there rooms for partnership?
Of course.
And also, if more funding opportunities come to your business, what is it going to help you to accomplish?
Okay, the aspect of funding, me, I've always had passion for empowering people. I love to train and empower people. If at all the business is maybe one of these non-governmental organizations decide to send in some funds to the business and say, okay, what can you do with this? I'm just going to, in bid, pick a lot of persons that I know that don't have any means of maybe livelihood or
Oh, okay.
something. Yes. What I know that I would love to do properly is get people like these charity people that I normally employ,
Okay.
train them properly and equip them to start up their business. That's what I've always had passion for.
Wow.
Even when I started the business newly, I've always had this passion of maybe going to maybe schools or remote villages, all those women that really do not have much, like all these young girls that marry on time and they don't have anything doing. I've always had this passion of empowering them, maybe teaching them how to make minor pastries that they can sell on a daily basis.
Okay.
Do you understand? At the end of the training, I'll buy them all the equipment that they need
Wow.
to start so that they can be empowered. And then in terms of partnership, yeah, that aspect is also good because if I get anybody that is willing to partner with the business with a lot of fun, I still have a lot of things I want to do in the business.
Okay.
Like I have a dream of getting my own place
Okay.
where I will have a standard bakery school. Then I'll have, I sell pastries and the rest of them. I'll have like a standard restaurant where people can come. And I know I do one of the best pastries in town. Like I know I do one of the best quality. All my pastries are of very good quality. And it's something that I've always wanted the town to have. Instead of people going to Enugu, come here, I will give it to you. So I've always had this dream of getting like a building of my own where I'll have different departments of so many things that I've
It's
always
coming
wanted.
very soon.
It's coming very soon, definitely. Definitely. So if I get somebody that wants to partner, that's the aspect I'm diving into.
Okay. It's been an amazing interview segment. So as we wrap up this interview segment, I want you to give an advice to intending entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs out there.
Okay, my advice to anyone that wants to go into business, business is good. Business is good, but you have to be willing to work. When I mean work, I know I have staffs that I pay, but I work more than every one of my staffs. If you're not willing to work for your business will not grow. That is just it. No matter how big of a boss that you are, if you're not willing to bring yourself down and work for this business, it will not grow because the staffs you've employed, they are here to work, receive their salaries and go. But you're the owner of the business. If you leave your business for workers, they will run it the way they know how to. Do you get? But if you're involved in your business, you will grow it, not just running it, you will grow it. So business, anybody that is willing to delve into any kind of business, all you need to do is open your mind and get ready to work. If it is a business that you have to shout before people can hear you, get ready to shout because that your shout will get you paid. If it's a business that you have to use your body to work, like mine, it requires body work. It requires handwork. Like you have to use you have to be ready to do it. If it's a business that you have to appear on camera every day, appear on camera because that is how you get paid. No matter what it is that you're doing or you're wishing to do, as long as you want to earn money from it, the first thing you should focus your mind on is hard work. Nothing comes easy. But at the long run, at the end of the day, you will enjoy the growth. You will enjoy your effort. That is just it.
Wow. So viewers, you've heard from Oma Sweet Cakes and Event. Get ready to walk the walk. You might have workers, but they will not run in the way that you will. So as the vision bearer, get ready to walk the walk. And don't procrastinate. You heard that she was a home baker and she started with less than 10,000 naira. So there's no excuse. You too can do that business. Start now. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification button so that you don't get to miss any of my interview segments. Thank you. Bye.